Hey guys, welcome back to another Small Engines Questions and Answers video. Today is video number 131 and I want to thank you for tuning in again this Friday. First of all, I want to thank all the YouTubers like you who have sent me donations through my PayPal link on my channel. I never ask for any donations, but sometimes YouTubers donate to me voluntarily through my link. The money is not wasted, it's used for medical purposes and also to improve things in my shop here. So again, a big thank you to all you guys. To start us off today, I want to show you a few clips from a video that John from Discount Online Parts sent me. In this video, his wife is showing where they're at in the build. It's a project in the works. It's not totally completed, but go check it out. The link is under the video. Just click on it. It'll take you to his YouTube page and directly to that video.
Y'all, this is Discount Online Parts coming to you from Johnson City, Tennessee, home of the Monster. Make sure to like us on Facebook at Discount Online Parts or follow us on Instagram at DOP Monster Mower.
So make sure you go click that link and watch the video. In my first question today, I'm going to answer a question from a previous video that I posted on how to replace an ignition module on a generator. If you haven't seen the video, the link is under the video today. It's one of my very recent videos that I've posted, so go watch it if you haven't seen it to see what these YouTubers are talking about. The question that came up is, can the rust on the flywheel cause the generator to not have spark? Well, my answer to that is yes, it can, especially if the magnets are very dirty or coated in rust. What I've got here is a flywheel from a Tecumseh engine. The magnet system will be slightly different from in the video that I replaced the coil on the generator. Now in the video I did forget to address that. I had checked it before I made the video and I completely forgot to add it into the video. The point I'm going to make today is if the magnets are excessively rusted or dirty with dirt or something like that, it could prevent your engine from having spark. Although it's rare that I see that, even in this case here, you see all the rust on the magnets. This engine was producing spark. What I could have done in the video is use the wire brush and just cleaned off the magnets, or use an emery paper like this. It's actually a sandpaper, a fine one, and just clean them off. Now in the video, the problem obviously was not the magnets. I replaced the coil and it ran perfectly after that. Before I filmed the generator video, I had tried another spark plug and I completely forgot to put it in to the video. So that's why a lot of questions came up. It's pretty hard to remember everything when you make videos. I don't know if you guys make videos out there, but if you do, you're going to understand exactly what I mean by that. However, I want to thank you guys for bringing these two subjects to my attention in the previous video. In my next question, a YouTuber asked me how much space should there be between the end of the blade and the outer part of the deck on a lawnmower. While the blade usually is very close to the mowing deck edge, it's usually not more than 1 inch. Take this lawnmower for example, and I assume that it is the correct blade on this lawnmower. And if I turn it, you can see it's fairly close to the edge here. And remember, before turning any blade under a lawnmower, make sure the spark plug is disconnected for safety purposes. As you can see here, it's approximately 1/4 inch from the lawnmower deck edge, so that's not much. 1 inch is actually a bit too much, as I mentioned earlier, but I have seen it before. Now where the chute is, you might get up to 1 inch here, just as you see here, so that's quite a distance over here. But down here, that's perfectly normal. If you see a large gap down there, somebody may not have put on the correct blade. If you have a shorter blade on your push mower, it may not really matter. It might just mean that it will take you longer to mow your grass. But if your blades are too short on your lawn tractor, that may leave a trail of grass in the center that is not cut. I have seen that before. On this tractor here, actually, it came in and the blades were wrong. They were way too short. The gap between the blades was way too large, and it was leaving a trail of uncut grass. I spoke about this in the previous Q&A video. I'm not sure which one it is, but some of you guys may have seen that video. Also about generators, again, I want to mention that the fuel shutoff valves are easily found on eBay. A lot of you guys were wondering, where do I get a shutoff valve for my generator? Well, check eBay first. It's usually the cheapest place to get it from. Usually they'll be mailed to you directly from China, so it might take quite a while to get it in. In my next question, a YouTuber asked me, when I reinstall a head gasket on an engine, do I need to put some kind of gasket maker on it? Well, my answer to that is no. Usually you do not have to do that. If you do remove a head, the factory repair would recommend that you do replace the head gasket with a brand new one. Although on some lawnmowers with a head gasket like this, I have reused them once or twice. But if you get a head gasket like this that goes on the lawn tractor, and these gaskets tend to fail over here, you definitely need to replace this one each time the head is taken off. And I do not recommend to use any sealant between the head and the cylinder on a head gasket. Now they do make some sealants that can be used on higher temperature parts of an engine, but it's very rare that I use this stuff on a head gasket. I would only use it if I was really desperate or I could not get a new gasket for the head. There probably is some gasket maker that will hold up to that heat and pressure. I don't really use it for small engine repair, but your comments are very welcomed under the video if you do know of a product that can be used on head gaskets. And what I want to show you here today is a single cylinder Briggs & Stratton engine on a lawn tractor as well. It's an overhead valve engine. Now this engine had a major oil leak and the whole engine was covered in dirt. As you can see, there's a lot of dirt here. There was a lot more than this. I used a pressure washer yesterday to clean it off, but there's still some left. But anyways, it was all over the place, and what I realized is the vent breather here, the gasket on it wasn't put on right. As you can see, the gasket should be flat on this part, but it's bent up. So it was right over here and it was leaking at the bottom here where the gasket's broken, or I might say not installed properly. Now just a tip, when you're looking for an oil leak, you're best to clean off your engine first. Make sure you've got enough oil in your engine, start it up, and then look for the leak. If you're trying to look for a leak and it's full of dirt like this, it's going to be a lot harder to locate the leak exactly. And by the way, the gasket part number for this is 27803S. I'm going to put a link under the video to where you can directly buy one of these gaskets online. Also, another tip about these engines is if you find they're hard to turn over, you may need to adjust the valves on them as well. That'll be it for today's Q&A. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to subscribe, have yourselves a good weekend, and you can see me in my next Q&A in 2 weeks.